Hello, superstars. I just thought I'd give you a little update as to how things are progressing for me because I think it's been a couple of weeks since I last let you know how I was getting on. Um, I have a lot to report. I don't know if I've really got that much to tell you, other than how my blood sugars. My blood sugars are pretty stable overall. Um, At the moment, they are mostly in I'd say they're between 5.5 and 7 in the day time. So that's before and after meals. They vary from maybe even 5. And then the highest that they go is about 7, which in American terms is, loosely speaking, somewhere between 100 and 130. So they pretty much stay in that range in the day, which is good. I'm okay with that. You know, if in an absolute ideal world, I guess I would like them to be lower than that, but I'm okay with them being that level. That is an okay level. It's at the higher end of the non-diabetic range, but it is still very much in the non-diabetic range, so that's great. My fasting blood sugars have gone up. So now my fasting blood sugars are, well, this morning I think it was 5.8 this morning, which is still great, but it has been 7.1, I think. So I've been in the sevens, definitely, for some of my fasting blood sugars. I should have written them down before I did this. Sorry, I forgot. But anyway, which is less great. And there is definitely something to do with. There's this thing called the dawn phenomenon, which is known amongst diabetics, and it's something to do with your liver releases too much glucose just before you wake up. And if anybody knows more about this, then please, do let me know in the comments, because it's something that I don't know that much about. I know that when I'm very low calorie, it goes away, but as soon as I go out of being very low calorie, then the dawn phenomenon comes back, and that's when my fasting blood sugar is not as great as it would be. But overall, they're good. They're in a good place, and I'm happy with the levels that they're at. I am still doing 2 fast days a week. Not gonna lie, finding them really, really difficult. I don't really know why they're so difficult, having done a 7-day juice fast, but in some ways they're harder than. Are they harder? I don't know. I just know that they're not as easy as I kind of thought. I thought, oh, I could just slot them in, because having done 7 days, then surely that should be a piece of cake, but it hasn't quite been like that. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes I feel really hideous doing them. However, the following day, after doing them, I always feel bloody amazing. So that's what motivates me to continue doing them. And I do feel like they're probably any increase that has happened over the sort of 2 or 3 days of not fasting, I feel like it resets it. So I'm going to keep going with that for now, for sure. So yesterday was a fast day, so today I feel really good. I feel really energised. I also had my first ladies' holiday since being raw, because I've been 100% raw and vegan for it must be about a month now. And so that was my first ladies' holiday since being raw and vegan, and that was really not fantastic either. I felt really rubbish, and I expected to not feel rubbish. I thought that, because my body should be clearer, and yeah, I didn't expect to feel rubbish, but it was a completely different kind of rubbish to um, rubbish that I would have, any kind of PMS or what have you that I felt before. So I'm not sure what that was about, and I guess I'll just have to wait and see what happens next month. But I just thought I'd throw that into the mix. Yeah, what else? Things have overall been up and down. I have days where I feel really, really good, like today. Today's definitely a good day. But I have days where I'm really struggling with energy, and yeah, and that makes me think, am I doing the right thing? So um, so that's where I'm at with that, really. Um, and I've also I'm eating more fat than I think I've ever eaten in my entire life. It's all good fats, it's all healthy fats, but I'm aware of the fact that I'm eating a tremendous amount of fat at the moment, and whether that's a good thing. Um, but the fats that I'm eating are nuts and coconut oil and flax seeds and chia. Um, and coconut manna, which is just terrible. Don't ever buy it. I eat it off the spoon, out of the jar. Yeah, so it's all, it's not like I'm sitting with obviously platefuls of chips or anything like that. But I am eating, I've got this little app and I measure it, and I'm eating extraordinary amounts of fat. So um, that's, I just not sure whether that's long term the way to go, but um, it's the only way. It's definitely what seems to give my body energy. Obviously in amongst that, I'm having big raw salads, and they're delicious and I love them and they're huge. It's not like I'm having a little plate of lettuce leaves and limp tomato. I'm having big juicy salads which are delicious, but they just don't give me energy. They're not enough to sustain me. So that's why I'm having quite a lot of fat. And I have to say that it doesn't overall. It's not massively adversely affecting my blood sugars, and it's also not affecting my weight. In fact, since I've started all this, I've lost almost a stone now. So, which is £14 in American terms. So that's obviously a good thing, and I guess tells me that my body is okay with what I'm doing. So yeah, I guess it's maybe just um, you read a lot about fats not being good for you, and there's a huge controversy around whether fats are good or bad for diabetics. So I guess that's probably where any concerns are coming in there. So yeah, so I'll keep you posted on that and how that goes. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything else to tell you. Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything else to report on. Yeah, as I said, things are generally good. My fasting blood sugar is definitely higher than it was when I did the juice fast, but it's still not terrible. And my blood sugars throughout the day are pretty stable and in a pretty good place. So that's all I have to tell you for now. If you have any questions, then please do post them in the comments. And as always, if you've got any recommendations for me, I'm always open to other people's stories and experiences. It's really useful. I think it's really important to share this stuff. So please let me know that in the comments box too. And otherwise, I will update you, I don't know, as and when I feel like I've got something to tell you, but definitely in the next week or so. And otherwise, take care. Have a fab couple of weeks, couple of days until we next speak, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.